Good evening, and welcome to Parkway South High School's 50th commencement ceremony. Tonight, we are celebrating the class of 2026. This evening, before we sing our nation's anthem, I would like veterans and those serving in the armed forces to please stand if you are able to be recognized. The Parkway South Patriots acknowledge your dedication and service to our country, and we thank you. This evening, everyone, please join the senior members of our Advanced Chamber Choir, Layla Chetfor, Alex Franklin, Logan Huff, Jenna Lambiase, Genevieve Lorenz, Lou Michelle, Jewel Mobley, Jordan Nelson, Aubrey Privet, Jessica Raj, Molly Sandford, Colin Triller, Josie Wolf, and Leah Yogi as they sing the national anthem.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, and you guys may be seated. Graduates, it's important that you guys squeeze in. There's a seat for each and every one of you, I promise. Please join me again in thanking the Spirit of 76, directed by Lisa Kinworthy and Eric Mendersky, and the Advanced Chamber Choir, directed by Taylor Hawkins. They did a phenomenal job tonight. Thank you. This evening, I am joined by several members of the Parkway School District. It is my pleasure to recognize Dr. Melissa Schneider, Superintendent, and Deputy Superintendent Dr. Tiffany Holman-Bess, and Assistant Superintendents Dr. Kevin Beckner and Dr. Greg Matheson. I would also like to introduce Board of Education Directors, Mr. Kevin Seltzer, Mr. Matt Schindler, and Mr. Jeffrey Spector. Each will assist with our ceremony this evening. Class of 2028 Principal Mr. Max Mittler and incoming South High Principal Dr. Greg Wagner will read the graduate roll. Class of 2027 Principal Ms. Breon Smith and your Class of 2026 Principal Dr. Eric Wilhelm will assist students on and off the stage. Finally, all teachers and staff who have volunteered their time, please stand tonight and be recognized. That includes our line leaders. We appreciate all of your efforts. We appreciate all of your efforts in making tonight memorable for our graduates and our families. And there's a special shout out to Miss Forrest James and Miss Sexton, because without the two of them, this night would not be possible at all. So thank you. Graduation is an extraordinary evening. It is a ceremony to recognize students who have met specific criteria outlined by the Parkway Board of Education and the state of Missouri. The students before us tonight have met, and many have exceeded that expectation. When one begins a journey, one rarely completes it alone. Along the way, many supported and encouraged our graduates to meet their goals. At this time, I want to recognize those who have supported our students to reach this milestone. This is a long-standing tradition at South High, graduations, and that is celebrating our loved ones. So, for those in the audience, if your child is graduating tonight, please stand. Remain standing if this is your first child to graduate from high school. If this is your last child to graduate from high school, put your hands in the air and cheer. If your grandchild is graduating tonight, please wave. We're so happy you're here. Okay, siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, and family and friends, put your hands together and make some noise. I know that the class of 2026 thanks you for the love, attention, and support you have shown them. It is my pleasure to introduce our first speaker tonight. This evening, 3 seniors have been selected to address the class. At this time, I welcome Natalie Lena to give the opening speech. Natalie, please come forward.
When I was a kid, I absolutely loved stickers. In particular, I remember in 2nd grade, I had these butterfly stickers that were a whole bunch of different colors, and were even the ones that were a little puffy and had little gemstones on them. And let me tell you, when it came to arts and crafts time, boy, was I the coolest person. My paper flowers were top-notch. However, unlike my basic shimmery heart and gold star stickers that I had, I wasn't just throwing those butterflies on anything and everything you could put a sticker on, because those were my very precious stickers that were strictly for special occasions. Despite this, eventually the end of the school year came, and I went to pack away my remaining stickers, when I noticed that throughout the entire school year, I had only used 3 out of the 8 butterfly stickers. I thought nothing of it, as I'm in 2nd grade and not sure I ever had a complete thought, and I took them home and set them aside for the next school year, except to this day is a mystery as to where those butterflies have flown off to. And even if I did happen to come across them, who knows if they'd ever be as sparkly and fresh as they once were. And now that I've matured, I really have no desire to use them, because now I decorate with my glitter pens, obviously, but I digress. There are numerous times in our lives that we treat moments and opportunities like these stickers. We wait and wait for the perfect moment and for everything to line up just right before we take action and go for what we want. We say, oh, I'll do it next week, or oh, I'll do it when things are less busy. But there always seems to be something that is hindering us, and eventually the window for that opportunity has closed, and we can't push it off till later because unfortunately there is no later. So as we check graduating off our bucket list and enter into whatever we have planned for ourselves, look at every opportunity like it's the rarest and most special thing you could ever encounter, because honestly, it is. We'll come across so many chances in the future that we once thought were unimaginable. It may be a huge job interview or something as random as moving to Wyoming and getting a bunny, but it could also be simply deciding to try green grapes over red. All things that freshman year us would have been astounded even thinking that those are possibilities for the future. Just thinking about it, you may simultaneously feel joyful, fearful, mellow, or flustered, but nervousness is just misplaced excitement and the world will keep spinning. And when you're old and can only play pickleball and go to brunch, the feeling of regret and wondering what could have been is going to be worse than feeling a little nervous in one itty-bitty moment. Although something that can ease these emotions is enjoying the process. Taking these giant steps where you may fall can indeed be horrifying in the moment, but looking at it with optimism and confidence is just a sturdy bridge that you'll need. One thing that can help with this is celebrating the small wins along the way. Sure, some accomplishments deserve a big blowout party with planned choreography, but it's also great to celebrate those that go well with some Clementine's ice cream. Celebrating these small wins will help take the massive and intimidating goals and turn them into little bite-sized pieces. So after 4 years filled with attempting to adapt to changes and get the hang of this whole high school scene, and we get ready for more years of constant change, try to use all the butterfly stickers that you can before their sparkle is gone. And while I understand the following is cliche, that doesn't make the very wise and profound words of the one and only Ferris Bueller any less true. And that is, life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you can miss it. Thank you.
Thank you, Natalie. Many of our students have participated in choice programs, performances, contests, athletics, and activities that have enriched their high school experience and have prepared them for the ever-changing world, which is our mission. We see our Patriots uphold the South High values of being purposeful, responsible, open-minded, united, and dependable. Tonight, we want to recognize those students. If you've participated in the early college program, please stand up and remain standing. If you've participated in any of our choice programs, Make It Count, Spark, or South Tech, stand up and remain standing. Everyone needs to remain standing. Stand if you have participated in an athletic program or an after-school activity during your time at South High. If you are a senior who received a seal of biliteracy, stand up. If you have been a South Star in high school, stand up. Congratulations to each of you. This is a tremendous visual representation of what we strive to achieve each and every day at South High, and that is that you do great things in and outside of the classroom. So thank you for that. Go ahead and have a seat. I want to take a moment to highlight the future endeavors of the young people graduating tonight. 209 of these students are going to pursue a 4-year degree. 63 are going to pursue a 2-year degree. 24 are entering the workforce. 12 are going to take on an apprenticeship. 11 are going to trade school or a technical program. 8 are taking a gap year. And 7 have dedicated their time to the military. Will those 7 students please stand up? Thank you. You may be seated. Now we will recognize academic achievements in graduates receiving Latin honors. We will begin with cum laude. Students who have achieved cum laude are recognized with the Latin distinction of honor and a bronze cord. These Patriots have achieved a cumulative grade point average between 3.5 and 3.749 throughout their high school. Would these students please stand and be recognized at this time? Thank you. Next, we will move to magna cum laude. Students who have achieved magna cum laude are recognized with the Latin distinction of great honor and a silver cord. These individuals have achieved a cumulative grade point average between 3.75 and 3.99 throughout their high school career. Would our magna cum laude recipients please stand? Thank you. And finally, we will recognize our summa cum laude students. Students who have achieved summa cum laude are recognized with the highest Latin honor distinction, an antique gold cord. These scholars have achieved a cumulative grade point average of 4.0 or greater throughout high school. Would these students please stand and be recognized at this time? Thank you. I am excited now to announce the Parkway South High School Senior Class Humanitarian, Leadership, and Patriot Awards. Recipients of these awards are nominated and selected by South's faculty using criteria that include academic success, co-curricular involvement, and service to the community. This is a challenging task each year because there are so many exceptional students that we could choose from. Assisting in the presentation of these awards is Dr. Eric Wilhelm, our senior class principal. Tonight we will begin with the Humanitarian Award. Humanitarians recognize others' needs and take action. They selflessly strive to make a positive impact on the people in our world, local, and global communities. I would like Miriam Rana to stand up. Miriam represents the tenets of Parkway's vision for a learner. She seeks to understand the view, values, and cultures of others. She embraces the collaborative power of diverse perspective and uses her understanding of others to add value to her community. Her English teacher said it best. Above all, Miriam understands that reading and writing can help us become better people and more engaged citizens in the world. Congratulations, Miriam. And these students don't know they get these awards, so it's a surprise. So that's always fun too. So next we recognize the recipient of the South High Leadership Award. And today we are giving this award to two outstanding seniors, Emma Farrell and Ruth Rundle. Come on up to the stage. So these seniors are positive role models for other students. The Leadership Award recipients lead by example. They motivate and encourage others to act and elevate the performances and achievements of peers and adults. Both of these young women work hard to make South High a place where spirit and a sense of belonging are present for all of our students. Emma and Ruth are truly two peas in a pod. They're always together, and they're always smiling. And I just had this experience with them at grad practice the other day when one wouldn't leave without the other. So I think that's just appropriate that they both get this award. They have been model leaders for the class of 2026, and we know their future as Mizzou Tigers will be bright. Congratulations, Emma and Ruth. This is the 35th year that Parkway South has recognized a senior for the Patriot Award. This student exemplifies outstanding performance in leadership, academics, and extracurricular activities, and extends care and concern to others. In short, this student represents the core values of South High each day and is a model citizen for all. Natalie Lena, please come forward. Natalie deserves this award for her unwavering dedication to her academics, athletics, and activities. She's incredibly driven and faces challenges with confidence. According to Mrs. Witcher, she says she is the brightest light, and her contagious enthusiasm for all things makes her the great human that she is. Congratulations, Natalie. And now for our second speaker. A committee of staff and students selected a senior to deliver our commencement address. Miriam Rana, please come forward.
You're probably wondering why I gathered you all here today. 2026 is a very special year because we have reached the release of Shrek 5. What? Wait, 2027? Oh my God, what are we even doing here? Okay, whatever. It's also both the 50th anniversary of Parkway South and the 250th anniversary of our country. You know, writing a graduation speech for 2026 feels a lot trickier than usual because we can't really pretend that there's not insane things happening every day, no matter how far away they seem. Because we get to be here today to celebrate our achievements, rightfully so, but you know, that's not the case for everyone. There's a lot of people made to feel that they don't deserve to pursue their American dream. And at times, as young people, it can feel farther and farther out of reach. But Dr. Pappas, me, this guy, we're all patriots, right? We're encouraged to have patriot pride. And that's something truly special that needs to extend beyond our 4 years at South. I can pause for that. The educators and administrators at Parkway South are some of the most patriotic people I've had the pleasure of meeting in the way that matters most. Not just in their, at times, baffling commitment to Spirit Week. It's those moments where you're talking to a teacher and you realize they want to see you go places. They care about you as a person with ambitions. We're all in one of the most dynamic phases of life, where we're deciding what we want to do and at times struggling to figure out who we want to be. Think about it. At the beginning of this year, we were all 17-year-olds making life decisions that have already altered the course of our lives. The adults around you in this room are here because they had to make a similar decision themselves. And all of it led them right here. Because at some point, they decided on giving you opportunity. And I don't know what's more patriotic than that. I'm talking about the opportunity to set yourself up for success, the opportunity to be a force of good. But if you forget everything else I've said, remember this. Success is not a prerequisite for benevolence. The original American patriots weren't the comfortable ones. You probably won't be always comfortable either. Life just doesn't get easier all of a sudden, and anyone who says differently is selling something. And that's why I say that you can and should choose to practice empathy now. Choose respect towards people who are different from you starting right now, and choose to consistently seek knowledge even when it feels uncomfortable right now. The educators in this room dedicated their careers to help you become that person. Empathy, respect, and learning from others can also be matters of saying thank you, and I definitely have some to express. Thank you to all my friends for cheering me on when things go well and for sitting through my rant sessions when they don't. Thanks to all the moms out there and dads out there who keep you focused on building your future. Thank you, Mom, for reminding me about application deadlines every time we make eye contact. And thank you, Dad, for helping me subsequently change the subject. Finally, thank you to everyone here who at some point this year went out of their way to take care of someone else. These big decisions moving forward are a lot. So I wish everyone in this arena the absolute best, and I know that this exceptionally bright group of young people will go on to contribute to meaningful, positive change in the world. Remember that in striving for success, don't give up those values that make you a patriot. Stand up for each other and treasure the connections you've made thus far. Congratulations, class of 2026, you've earned this.
Thank you, Miriam. The State of Missouri and Parkway School District Board of Education requires at least 24 credit units for graduation from a public high school in the state. The Board of Education has also charged the Superintendent of Schools with administering the adopted policy. It gives me great pleasure to certify to the Board of Education that the students of the class of 2026 at Parkway South High School have achieved the standards. The time has now arrived for the class of 2026 to be formally presented to the Board of Education for graduation. Tonight, Board Director, Mr. Kevin Seltzer, will accept the students on behalf of the Parkway Board. Welcome, Mr. Seltzer, to the podium.
Good evening, graduates. We've come to the part of the evening you and your families have been waiting for. You get to hear from a school board member that you've probably never met. When it comes to public speaking, I very much support the policy of be funny or be brilliant, and if you can't do that, then be brief. Brilliance is usually out of my reach, but I think I can knock out the other two and get you out of here in time to take a whole bunch of photos with your grandparents before the senior bash. I serve on the Parkway School Board, but I'm also a Parkway graduate, just like you will be in a few moments. I graduated from North more than a quarter century ago. I don't feel that old, but as I stand before your class of distinguished and accomplished students who were all born after I graduated high school, I can't help but come to the conclusion that I'm now one of the old guys. So I asked my kids to help me come up with a way to connect with your generation. At first, they thought the idea was sus. But then they agreed to help me if I promised not to make this speech so cringe that everyone crashes out. So no cap, you've all got some serious high key aura going on right now. You've eaten up high school and left no crumbs. Over the last 4 years, you've gotten a bussin' education. And each and every one of you has main character energy. Your fits have drip, and you're all passing the vibe check. Your parents and teachers have let you cook, and low-key, you've stood on business. You've locked in on the important things and dominated every side quest. High school was mostly peak. Along the way, you picked up some W's and maybe a few L's, but hopefully not too many big yikes. Whatever comes next, I'm confident that you're locked in. Whatever you do will be valid, and you're ready to become the GOAT. No matter what you plan to do after high school, there is no chance it will be mid, and I know you'll do it with alpha behavior, just like the Sigma that you are. So as you move on from high school, be sure to rizz up life. And no matter where your journey takes you, I know you'll slay. At this time, it is my privilege on behalf of the Parkway Board of Education, representing the citizens of Parkway, to accept these students as the most recent graduates, the class of 2026 of Parkway South High School. I congratulate these students for their accomplishments and your parents for the values they've instilled in the young people you've raised. Congratulations, graduates. I wish you good fortune in all of your endeavors. Bet.
Well, thank you, Mr. Seltzer. You'd fit in just fine as a Parkway South Patriot. So, our readers for this evening are Mr. Max Mittler and Dr. Greg Wagner. So, we have reached the moment that you guys are here for, and we've practiced, so this is exciting. Row 1, please stand. Again, as each name is called, please be respectful of our graduates and the guests so that each graduate's name may be heard and seen by their family. Row 1.
Batul Abdal, Ryan Abdel Azim, Mohammed Abdel Mujid, Marianne Dahoud Abdi, Naomi Melanie Rush Adu Bugbo, Lilaf Abdul Rahman Ahmed. Medel America Awadsi. Isra Mohammed Ajmal. Michael Paul Aliani. Nasima Mohammed Al-Dahir. Nazra Adiola Ali. Yusuf Mohammed Al-Tamimi. Yusuf Ahmed Allah Al-Wahib. Abir Yunus Al-Zubair. Samuel Frederick Ahmad. Tiana Naomi Amerson. Jacob Paul Ames.
Amin. Rohul Amin Amanzada. Ruhika Anand. Alexa Savannah Arce. Colin Michael Arnold. Kane Archibald Avalone. Sadil Wissam Azem. Edmund Balkobasic. Tion Baker. Nicholas Balbakov. Mia Balala. Tajay Lamore Barr. George Amgad Basili. Annabelle Ivy Bauer. Cody Lee Bainan. Ayush Bera. Sophia Milena Bertagnoli.
Carl Bevino Jr. Carter James Billicky. Tyler James Biggett. Zaima Bilal. Leah Ma Bledsoe. Addie Bogad. Samuel Christopher Bohan. Maxwell Henry Bollinger. Elijah David Bowman. Carson Scott Brandt. Riley Bell Bronner. Etta Lee Brazel. Elijah Robert Brecht. Jaden Michael Briley Cowell. Ariane Michelle Marie Bryson.
Natalie Renee Brody. Reginald Brooks III. Ava Sophia Bucher. Ella Bucher. Joseph John Caranuto. Ethan Daniel Carroll. Kylie Carol Carver. Nicholas John Carver. Bailey Scott Chenoweth. Layla Lorraine Chetfor. William Joseph Clear. Liam Parker Cluck. Luke Aaron Coddington. Ava Gabrielle Kaufman. Kyle Aaron Cole. Kaylin Barbara Coleman. May Corinne Colvin.
Jakara Emily Connor. Alexis Lynn Cook. Grace Marie Corbett. Nicholas Costello. Catherine Alana Cowan. Zachary James Cravens. Malia Christina K. Creech. Trey Lee Curry. Jensen Scott Demir. Deja Latrice Dantzler. Lucas Mitchell Day. Matthew Connor Delante. Brody Alexander Denike. Sophia Michelle Rose DePriest. Jackson Henry Deal. Cole Debjit Drinkard. Kennedy Reese Duncan.
Simra Khan Durrani. Elijah Jerron Isaiah Eason. Christian Sean Aylen. Reese Michael Ellerman. Avery Priscilla Eichorn. Abigail B&A Eichhoff. Omar Mohammed Albile. Julia Lynn MD. Xander Caden Espinoza. Kara Ann Evans. Aiden Prince Fair. Emma Virginia Farrell. Kylie Ann Phelps. Caitlin Lane Fennier. Tyler Lawrence Fessenmeyer. Antonio Fisher. Olivia Alice Flynn.
Elizabeth Ryan Forsman. Lamont Foster. Alexander K. Franklin. Kaylee Ann Freeman. Jack Christopher Fritch. Nicholas Andrew Furmanek. Braden Wesley Gallagher. Raudel Garcia Guanche. Gavin Francis Gardefee. Skylar Jaden Garrett. Allison Corinne Governick. Efrata Winedwison Gebermariam. Ryan James George. Sharif Amin Ganimat. Alexander Kern Glessner. Avery Grace Godwin.
Jacob Wyatt Govero. Allison Rose Greminger. Star Lamaya Gurley. William Douglas Hock. Sophia Claire Haley. Amir S. Halliburton. Lujane Rami Hamida. Uzair Akib Hanif. John William Hanley. Adam James Harfst. Mackenzie R. Hartevy. Tristan Patrick Hayden. Nola Jane Hayes. Meghana Mohan Hebar. Keith Roland Highcutter. Joshua David Hemmen.
Gabriela Herrera Constantino. Sumaya Hiddich. Seth Michael Higgins. Ava Jane Hill. Cole Jameson Hillen. Sahar Ara Hawk. Alexis Maria Horner. Allison Grace Horstman. Mackay Houston. Margaret Christine Heather. Logan Tyler Arthur Huff. Jacob Christopher Hurst. Raneem Wassam Hussein. Megan Elizabeth Hutchins. Ethan John Iris. Caitlin Ray Jackson. Ethan Jackson.
Peyton Nicole Jackson. Nikhil Ishan Jain. Dennis Daniel Yakovlevich. Alam Jaraba. Aiden Kenneth Johnson. Austin Joseph Johnson. Chase Phoenix Curtis Johnson. Peyton Ray Johnson. Zayden Khalil Johnson. Kennedy Nicole Jones. Tristan Paul Jones. Gavin Craig Joyner. Megan Catherine Younger. Xavier Edom Cadlick. Mohammed Kajo. Abigail Faith Carl.
Dean Benjamin Cases. Brooklyn Nevea Kelly. Madeline May Kessler. Kristen Elizabeth Cheryl Nubley. Harper Rain Cook. Allison Nicole Core. Isaac Andrew Koenig. Sarah Miriam Kundalich. Jacob LaBelle. Shamar Lacey Jr. Jenna Claire Lambiers. Carlin Rose Lamline. Arouge Latif. Gretchen Barbara Lawhorn. Miguel Rahu Lawson. Maxwell Oliver Lebbing.
Ernez Joseph Lee. Lola Janae Lemons. Belkis Awad Lemnifi. Natalie Grace Lena. Lenzel Ernest Lenore. Cindy Liang. Liam Anthony Linton. Genevieve Ann Lorenz. Mitchell Joseph Lovegreen. Hannah Ann Lussey. Riley Joe Ellis Mavis. Tyler David Madden. Gwenna Isabel Malone. Claire Elizabeth Menzotti. Liam Patrick Marshall. Lily Avery McAllister. Samantha Ann McHale.
Alexander Luke McNamee. Dylan Christopher Meyer. Katrina Elizabeth Mendoza. Elijah May Messina. Brian Mesquita. Lou Renee Michelle. Allison Taylor Mealy. Aaron Richard Mizerny. Jewel Ayana Nicole Mobley. Lauren Kathleen Moon. Richard James Arthur Moore. Cesar Augusto Morales. Sunny Alana Moreland. Ava Elizabeth Moretti. Maya Elizabeth Morell. Joseph Michael Morrow. Emily Grace Muchnick.
Mohammed Ahmed Maridi. Joshua Deontay Nashville Jr. Russell Mawala Nawa. Jordan Marie Nelson. Jack David Nichols. Saravshan Zara Nuri. Catherine Claire Nozaki. Sumaya Hussein Noor. Connor John Osterberg. Natalie Marie Para. Harold Theodore Pendleton. Sylvester Perez Cuicas. Lacia Peruri. Ryan Austin Pettis. Logan Ethan Phillips. Kevin James Sem Picano. Widlove Pierre Louis.
Corwin Hayes Plank. Daniel Arthur Polis. Oliver Rose Pratt. Isabel Freedom Preston. Aubrey Marie Privet. Jessica Sharon Raj. Sujithbala Rajagopal Sasikala. Parker Blair Rakers. Miriam Janice Rana. Lola Janae Lemons. Promise Joelle Unique Randall. Amir Ali Rashid. Evelyn K. Raymond. Ayman Respa Ryan. Macy Catherine Rich. Nora Catherine Riley.
Michelle Reyes Lopez. Zoe Marie Rich. Sarah Marie Richmond. Madeline Claire Rinklin. Tanner John Roth. Ryan James Robertson. Kamaya Robinson Jackson. Brenaya Tashay Robinson. Erin Renee Robinson. Marion Elaine Robinson. Amani Nicholas Robson IV. Quincy Elijah Robin. Lance Christopher Roethlisberger. Kimyata Annabelle Royal. Braylon Scott Reuter. Ruth Louise Rundall.
Alexander Edward Rupold. Benjamin Daniel Rush. Caden J. Rushing. Gavin Robert Rusina. Thomas Michael Ryan. Ayan Yusuf Sajud. Molly Mackenzie Santaford. Akshitha Santosh Kumar. Daniela Michelle Santillan Horton. Sarai Molina Santillan Horton. Ali Reza Sarwari. Miles Xavier Sachs. Donald David Schischler. Caden Samuel Shanekin. Daniel David Roy Schlesinger. Brendan Andrew Schmidt.
Jordan Dwayne Schneider. Joseph Thomas Schutte. Isaiah Jordan Scott. Logan Alexander Scott. Beckett Kazu Shade. Leland Owen Schaefer. Momin Ahmad Shah. Abir Rizwan Sheikh. Tyler Hudson Schenfeld. Cassandra Elizabeth Shippey. Jacob Cole Sidwell. Wyatt August Simmons. Paul Demarion Sims. Victor Brennan Slaughter.
Asil Mohammed Sleem. Taylor Catherine Smith. Elliot Aubrey Sorensen. Benjamin Anthony Southard. Jolie Madison Spencer. Reagan Kate Stanley. Riley Marie Stiefer. Charlotte Renee Steinmetz. Clara Christine Stroop. Marcy Elizabeth Stutt. Xavier Matthew Stiles. Baxter Lynn Summers. Alexander Stevenson Swapshire. Cameron Christopher Swapshire. Sean Sidner. Maya Donya Syed.
Aiden James Sidlowski. John Thomas Tenerchis. Jeremy Tapia Bello. Marissa Anita Taylor. Kaylee Josephine Thompson. Alyssa Christine Tiongson. Kamora Dakira Townsend. Colin Michael Triller. Hannah Rose Truesdell. Andrew Stephen Tsai. Dean Henry Ullum. Elizabeth Carol Ushold. Jamar Devontae Valiant. Aiden Lyle Vandement.
Okay. Darina Veschenko. Andrea Volturale. Arvin Ragvan Vidir. Logan Wachter. Jacob Christopher Wagner. Savion Walker. Colin James Walters. Finley Rain Watchroll. Jesse David Webb. JJ Webster. Sarush Ali Weedy. Melanie Marie Weiler. Benjamin Casey Wires. Alina Nicole White. Brinley Ann White. Grant Quincy Williams.
Rashad Christopher Willis. Madeline Ray Wimberly. Luke Jacob Woldman. Josephine Ann Wolf. Stella Grace Wolf. Ava Brianna Wood. Liam Lee Woodson. John Samuel Wright. Lucy Michelle Wright. Shelby Renee Wright. Isabella Grace Yoder. Leah Rhiannon Yogi. Leah Rafat Yosef. Dylan Jeffrey Young. Aaron James Zagel. Aiden Brian Zangi. Mateo Royal Zigar.
We are almost there. Okay, the culmination of the high school experience marks the beginning of a new phase and an immediate entry into a highly regarded club, the Parkway Alumni Association. Dr. Thomas Smith will now officially welcome the 2026 graduates to the association.
Congratulations. Give yourself a hand. Wow, whoever pronounced those names, I don't know how they did it, but great job to those guys. I am a 1975 Parkway West grad. Go Longhorns. But, fine. Are y'all finished? You interrupted my sentence. My brother, who's 2 years younger to me, 2 years younger than I, went to Parkway South for the first graduating class. I couldn't go because the building wasn't done. Okay, you like me now. All right. This is what it looks like after 51 years. This is what you're going to look like. So congratulations. What a great honor it is for the 50th anniversary and also the 250th anniversary of our country. If you are here to celebrate one of the graduates and are yourself a former Parkway graduate, would you please stand? Look at this. Wow. Amazing. The Parkway School District has been recognized as one of the top school districts in the nation. And you are very fortunate to be a recipient of such a high quality and excellent education which will follow you for the rest of your life. Just sitting back here and observing the administrators and the teachers that work for this and the love that they have for you, you are really truly a blessed graduation class. You've had the best teach you and instruct you. But I'm always honored to answer that St. Louis question. What high school did you go to? And you should be proud to say, I went to Parkway South. It's with great pleasure that I officially welcome you as members of one of the largest alumni associations in the country. We boast of 85,000 plus members. Again, one of the largest in the country, and our influence is extended around the globe. Our members literally contribute to every aspect and sphere of society. Please take the time, if you would please. On the acknowledgement page is our website. You are now moving into another chapter. You'll be going to school or trade or whatever, but you need to keep track of those reunions that you're going to have in 5 years, and then in 10 years, and subsequently 50 years. And the way to do that is to just fill out the information at the alumni website, and all we are going to do is send you an electronic email once a month. You don't have to do anything, but you can keep up with the Parkway system. We are all so proud of this major milestone in your life, and we offer our sincere congratulations to you. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Andy.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. Dennis Yakovlevich has been selected by the class of 2026 to close out our ceremony. Dennis, please come forward.
I'm liking that energy, everyone, and I'm gonna try to get through this quick, but at the end, you guys gotta give me like big reception, you know, like this is a big speech, so, and I like my reception, so. I gotta get my phone, you know. We're in the future now, so I'm gonna use my speech on this. All right. Hello, everyone. Wait, can I raise this up? I'm kind of tall. I'm just playing. Hello, everyone. My name is Dennis Yakolovich, and for the past 3 years, I've had the honor to act as class president for Parkway South High's class of 2026. Now, I don't say this as a means to boast, though everyone knows I'm pretty great, like everyone in the crowd, but I say that as a way for me to say that I've truly gotten to meet, talk to, and know so many of the people sitting in the crowds today. Now, I don't want to sit here and say I know every single person sitting here, because that simply wouldn't be the truth. But to those I do know, I want to thank you all for an incredible and memorable high school experience. Specifically, I want to give a special thanks to my friend Ayush, Abhi, and Nikki for truly making high school special. And also a special thanks to my dad for all his support, and a happy birthday to him as well. So let's give him a round of applause. However, to the faces here that seem unfamiliar to me, not truly getting to know each and every one of you will be one of my greatest regrets in life. Standing up here now and seeing all these unfamiliar faces, I can't help but wonder to myself, what if? What if I made more of an effort to connect with these people? Or what if I stepped out of my comfort zone more often? And now that high school is finally over, these two words, that what if, are the two that weigh the heaviest in my mind. However, I know I'm not the only one who knows and understands the weight of these two words. Personally, the reason I stand here now is to try and break that cycle of what if, to prove to not only to myself, but to each and every one of you that acting on that question is a risk worth taking. I by no means am that special of a person. I'm no certified genius, I've never excelled in any sports, nor do I have any hobbies that I feel I can completely devote myself to. And even the reason I'm up here now is out of my own selfish desire to have a few final words before I leave high school. Honestly, I could stand up here now, and until my time for the speech ends, I could list people that I find more impressive than myself. But at the same time, I've never once looked down or doubted myself. And that is due to one attribute that others might overlook as find as negative: my own natural greediness. My desire to not only ask questions, to wonder what I can accomplish, but also my greediness to see how far these desires will take me. As I said, one of the primary reasons I'm standing up here today, other than seeing all these lovely faces in the crowd, is to prove the power that a simple fleeting thought can have. The reason I'm up here now is because when they announced this opportunity a few months ago, I couldn't help but think to myself, what if? That what if is truly powerful. I mean, you can see that all now. When else would I be able to give a speech to this many wonderful people? And it was those two words, that simple question, that pushed me to take a chance on myself. However, as I said, there can be danger behind those words as well. With this being such a stressful time for all of you, I'm sure you've seen the harmful effects of what if. What if I leave and things don't work out? What if I fail? Or what if I end up regretting the path I chose? It's so easy to get blinded by the stress we feel and be pulled down by those words. However, what people don't often realize is the power these words have to lift you up as well. What if my future ends up being better than expected? Or what if everything falls into place? We live in a society where it's so easy to fall into that trap of what if, to use these words as a deterrent instead of a motivator. But ask yourself, what if I didn't? This shouldn't be a fearful times in our lives. In fact, it should be the time we truly learn to embrace the power of what if. After all, this is all exhilarating. So what if we get excited? Thank you, class of 26, for an unforgettable experience, and best of luck to all of you in the future.
Thank you, Denny. Class of 2026. As you leave Parkway South, remember to shine bright in all that you do, to serve others with kindness and compassion, and to embark on a journey that is not just successful, but most importantly, purposeful. You have cultivated deep, lasting bonds with your classmates, teachers, and staff, and we have taken immense pride in watching you evolve into confident young adults. Now, graduates, please stand. By the power vested in me by the Parkway Board of Education and the state of Missouri, I officially declare you graduates of Parkway South High School. You may now move your tassels from the right to the left. And with the most immense pride I have within me, I present the Parkway South High School graduating class of 2026. Congratulations. Thank you, everyone, and have a wonderful evening. Graduates, do not forget to grab your diplomas from the back.